back. Sorry for the real long delay. Holidays got the better of me, but got some new equipment. I made some purchases. Had some extra cash come by from moving around some products. So upgraded my lights, my camera, my music input. So gonna be a little bit better sounding videos from here going forward. So the first video I want to make is kind of going through the Stingray. I mean, I did a comparison video with the MusicMan, the John Myung, and this Stingray before, but I never did a video with just Stingray. So I thought we'd go through a little bit of a sound test with it. One thing you're going to notice with these new videos, the sound is, instead of the camera's microphone, I now have an AKG P2 mic'd up to the cab. That's on the left channel, and on the right channel is direct output from the Microbass 500. So it's I did it pure left and right, so if you have a stereo setup you can split the difference and see how they're mixed together, but just sounds a little bit better than it did. Also, I got this vocal microphone, so I'll try to turn that off when I'm playing, but just catch the voice. So let's just do a little playing. This is a clean sound. Okay, got everything all the way up. Kick the bass down a little, kick the treble down just a touch, and let's hear how it sounds. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So yeah, I mean, that's a clean sound. It's got that distinct Stingray style to it. So make sure we focus here. Okay. So yeah, it's got that nice distinct Stingray style to it. This is I don't know what the year is. I bought this one used. I had originally purchased this same exact bass new around 2012, 2011 from a guitar center in New Jersey, but I'm not sure of the year of this one. Probably around the same vintage. They only made them for a few years, but this is technically this is a Ernie Ball Stingray 4 Classic. So what makes a Classic a little bit different from your regular Stingrays is zoom in a little. So with the Classic, there was a limited run of colors, obviously. This one's Lake Placid Blue that I love the color when I first saw this one. So this one has the all maple neck and fretboard, and what makes this one a little bit different from your regular off-the-shelf Stingray is that in terms of the electronics, it has just 3 knobs, so it has volume. Turn the volume all the way down. It has a treble control and it has a bass control. So just as opposed to a 3-band EQ on the regular Stingrays, you just get 2 bands, and you lose that selector switch, which would give a single coil and parallel, and the different settings of that on the regular Stingray. So you lose that. You get just one choice, just the humbucker passive, the full volume, but you get some benefits. One thing I really like about this is the bridge. You can see the bridge is substantially different from your top loader bridge on your regular Stingray. This is a rear loader, so you can see the ferrules on the back here, and it's a string-through body, and actually has these dampers. You can see these dampers here. I never usually put them on, but you can put them on to get a definitely kind of a plunk sound. They're easily adjustable here. So, I play with them usually, but usually I just keep them down, out of the way. Big, chunky hardware, MusicMan signature there. Big, firm setup for the strings. keeps it in tune. I like to call this one an annual tuner because, you know, you tune it once a year, leave it in a nice conditioned room. It probably won't go out of tune unless you're really, you know, killing it with playing. But regular wear won't put this guy out of tune. And as I showed you on the back, metal ferrules here, metal battery compartment, metal neck plate, of course. So there's all metal parts on the back, and the only plastic parts on the front are the pick guard. You know, all pick guards are plastic, so this is just a nice 3-ply pick guard, and then a black pickup cover, but that's the only plastic elements on the bass. Okay, and the spacer on the strap. This one, I believe, when I got it, it was upgraded to strap locks. I've never used strap locks on it, so I don't know, but it works perfectly well with regular straps. And here's the neck. So what I like about the neck is all maple neck. Has stainless steel frets and has vintage style frets. So vintage style frets are a lot lower than your jumbo frets. Typically, a jumbo fret is something that you see on MusicMans, but this one has the vintage style frets that are much lower, so that will give them a much shorter life than your typical fret. But it's a nice trade-off when you consider, you know, the way that it plays. Stainless steel frets will still last quite a while, longer than regular fret material, but this one just has a feel that it's much smoother, it's much faster playing than a lot of different frets. So I love the neck for that. Plus, it's got this beautiful, zoom in even more so you can take a look at this. It's got this beautiful, oh, you can see it on the light, great. It's beautiful bird's eye fretboard that I just think it looks stunning. It has a thick coat of polyurethane on it. So a lot of people don't like that. They like the gunstock oil. That's typical of a lot of MusicMans, but you know, I love the polyurethane on this one. And on the back of the head, you know, open elephant ear tuning frets. Always good to keep a tuner on there. But you know, open style tuning heads, big elephant ears, very easy, you know, for your annual tuning. You know, the old style MusicMan logo. Always thought that was great. The old-fashioned, old-style logo. And yeah, oops. Just a really great bass. So compared to a regular MusicMan, it's a bit heavier. Oh, one last thing. It does not have any sort of, it has what's called a slab body, so it doesn't have the contour out here, they call a belly cut, and no other cuts on it, so it's slab. Now this, I love this at first because it reminded me of my very first MusicMan was a Sub 5. If you remember, the Sub series was a cheaply made, you know, MusicMan ventured into their first venture into the lower end market was with the Sub series, which was made in America, but it was low cost basses that had, you know, it was basically this same setup. I had one in a 5-string. It had the look of the classic with a slab body, had the standard top off-the-shelf top loader bridge, rather than a nice, you know, glittery poly coat that MusicMan's had. It had a flat paint job, kind of like a textured paint, kind of looked like a little bit of a roller. It had a cardboard pick guard. You know, it was a diamond plate, but it was cardboard. 2-band EQ, active EQ, and you know, a regular neck, and you know, nothing special with the neck, gunstock oil, plain neck. But you know, this one reminded me with its body shape of that bass and the 2-band EQ. That, you know, I really was drawn to this bass when I saw it in the store for the first time and played it. But I think you get a substantial amount of control with just a 2-band EQ. A 3-band EQ, you know, you obviously you have more control with that, but with a 2-band EQ you get more substantial cuts. So let's do a quick demo of that now. And then if you just want to cut the treble out completely, you get a lot of cut of the treble, and then you mix it back in a little bit. So I mean, this bass has a distinct character. You can pretty much always tell it's a Music Man. But if you fiddle with these two band EQs and alter up your playing style a little bit, play a little bit softer, minimize that attack, you can definitely get different bass sounds out of it. Let's cut the bass out a little bit. Add back in a little more treble. A lot more bass in. Overwhelming, definitely. Didn't mic that, set up that mic good for that bass, but cut it back a little bit. A little bit more treble. Take away some of the input volume too. A little more bass. Definitely a lot of character in this bass. I love what it can do with its two EQs. Gives you a lot to play with. Sorry, I just got a bit of chord drama here. When you have just one microphone, it's pretty easy to not mix it up with all these chords, but I'm battling that now. So let's turn off this mic a little bit and give you a bunch of different styles. You see me pick up a pick, and I'm going to keep all this on the clean channel. Just play around with the volume, keep the EQ settings. Backed off the treble, a little bit more on the bass. So let's just play a little bit, a few different styles. You can get a feel for the sound of it. let's mix it up by adding a little overdrive. So what I have is Microtubes, Darkglass Microtubes 500. It's actually a 3-channel amp, but it has a distortion circuit built in. So it does have a bit of overdrive. So let's see. Let's do a little playing, both styles with that. Now, one last thing I wanted to do is, I know not everyone plays an E standard, and but I'm not going to tune this whole thing down. So let's pop this guy back on the edge. Drop D. I like drop D a lot in this bass. Get a lot of aggressive tones. So let's got this overdrive circuit on. No distortion, just the overdrive circuit on the amp, and let's do a little pick style, then we'll do some finger style. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys, just a little demo. I didn't get too wild, didn't want to get into any kind of distortions, but I just wanted to show you just, off the shelf, just one distortion circuit, a lot of different things that this bass can do. Now, it's very sonically distinct, as we've kind of discovered. It's hard to disguise it as something else, but it gives that genuine Music Man flavor wherever it goes. So it's a great bass. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you guys can think of anything else you want to see from me, leave it in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll do my best to try and make some interesting videos that you guys will enjoy. So, let me know. Thanks for watching.